This is your weekend market review for Friday, April 5th, 2024. Go Pack!
Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well.
This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trading Agent, and this is your weekend market review for Friday, April 5th, 2024. Hopefully you're having a good week. Definitely a roller coaster of week. Potentially World War III starting. You got Ukraine entering NATO. That's going to trigger Russia to do something. You've got a whole host of things. You've got the jobs numbers today where you're seeing full-time unemployment is falling off a cliff. Part-time unemployment is rising. Everybody has two jobs. Intel's dropping the foundries production. People are getting laid off left and right. What do you think about this market? Leave a comment below. It's definitely not easy, but it definitely seems incredibly dangerous. Going into CPI inflation data next week, which should come in hot compared to what was expected. What will be the reaction? That is the key. And so going into, Wednesday CPI data, could we chop around? Personally, it seems very obvious what's going to happen here in time. We've got red flags galore. But be careful. If you're bullish, please roll up your stops. If you're bearish, define your risk. Wait for pops. Know your levels. And we talk about that and we post those all the time. So if you're new to the channel, check out the Discord room. Link in the description below. Please get involved. Leave a comment when you join. Please do not just join and go quiet. Because if you go join and go quiet, you will get booted at some point. It's meant to be interactive. Hit me up on Calendly if you have anything you want to talk about, whether it's trading, investing, the future, buying, selling, investing in real estate. Let me know how I can help you. Because again, if you need an agent anywhere in this amazing country, please let me know. I can help you out. Also, check out the website, thetradingagent.com. Save it. Get the updates. Get the recommended reading. Get your interactive brokers promotion. Get your Goldman 5.5%. Either way, let me know how I can help. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also check out all the education videos. There's so many of them. They're also on my website. Also follow on the Twitter. And again, I apologize that Twitter does not transfer the Discord room anymore because of the new X policies. However, posting our trades here always. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Don't hesitate. All right. Going into this weekend, we know what? NC State is playing Purdue in the Final Four. And then NC State is playing, I don't remember if it's UConn. I don't know. Who are they playing? They're playing undefeated South Carolina and women's. Both in the Final Four, as well as UConn. And so I will be in Vegas this weekend watching games. I was going to go to Phoenix, but getting courtside at the Final Four is not easy to get last second. All right, so we going into the May meeting. Nothing's going to happen. Sorry for my rant on NC State. If you have a chance to watch any of the games and you want to give a shout out, don't hesitate. With today's jobs data, there's no way in hell the Feds can argue that they need to cut rates like they're talking about in May, and this went from 67% down to 46%. It's very obvious. You see the economic data is falling quickly, slowly. Things are slowing quickly. What are the Feds going to do with unemployment rate rising or the unemployment gains holding? But again, they're advertising how great things are, but it's all second jobs. We'll see. Bitcoin chopping around. Again, 71 to 61 in the 10th. Digesting a big move. Oil, this has got to be driving the Feds nuts, holding up really well. This is going to put inflationary pressures. Last but not least, again, I like natural gas. I don't think there's much downside here long term. Keep it simple, stupid, saying the same things over and over. Dollar. We talked about it having a nice little run, taking a little break back to the 100-day. So far, so good. The TLT, this has got to be killing the Feds too, because again, you have the Treasury budget next week as well. That's going to be getting blown out with these higher interest rates. What a conundrum. I've said this and I'll go on record. The best way for them to honestly curb inflation, get people buying bonds, would be to some sort of credit issue. We'll see if they do it. Here we go, holding the 91 levels. The VIX, this is what's sneaky. Look at the VIX. The market rallied today, but nobody was selling the VIX. Rutro, Raggy. Rutro. All right, keep an eye on it. If you have any questions, again, just leave a comment below. Let me know how I can help. The VIX, Vivix, Vixen, all that stuff holding up pretty darn well today as well. Vivix, look at that. Just didn't even budge. Somebody's scared. And again, you should be hedging positions. That's what I'm saying. If you were all in long and you're just running naked through the cornfields, you're going to get slapped in the balls at some point. You got to be careful. Nice rally, though. Consider you got to give credit where credit's due. Said watch the 8 and 10 day cross. Doink. Hit it, backed off. Not surprised. Again, the first dip gets bought. How many times do I have to say these things? They're all in the videos and the education. Don't be surprised. Now we're closing like in a weird position. That's what's ironic about the closes today. QQQQQ. Same thing. Hits the 8-10 day, can't close above the 20 day. Some people are like, oh, it's bullish. Okay. Well, I mean, again, the market's meant to confuse the most amount of people, take the most amount of money. Like that's like the close. That definitely is confusing. I mean, I didn't expect that. I thought they'd sell it red in the close. IWM hits the 20 day. I mean, IWM is lagging like a motherfucker. Only up 68 cents. And then the DIA chopping. Give it up for gold. If you got the physical, again, you're safe. Paper gains. We'll see what happens here. The GLD ripping. We talked about don't chase it. But if you have to, just roll up your stops. Again, I like gold long. I've been talking about gold for years. Now people are like, well, are you trading the paper? Are you in the miners? No. I'm short some other things. And again, can I always get back into those later? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Not a problem. But again, if you're in it, congratulations. Again, I mean, it's just no hard feelings. People can be mad. They're like, oh, you didn't call the bottom. You're like, well, we knew the levels. We knew the breakouts. But do I want to chase? Like, I'm just not a chaser, right? Silver, we talked about how to get over this 24 area. Looking pretty good. Getting over the 25 is really crucial too. GDX. We said, watch. I mean, again, the best time to buy these, again, this is where history has proven when the Feds pivot. Maybe the market's pricing in the Fed pivot, but it's so hard to predict that. Maybe this is more like the 1970s where it doesn't matter and gold goes bonkers. Who knows? But again, don't be surprised if there's some sort of credit action. The market pulls back and they slap the miners around. If they don't, well, good. I mean, this is where, again, you don't believe in certainty, right? You think in your mind, okay, I know it can happen, and let's let the price action play out. GDXJ holding up pretty well. Again, congrats if you're long these. People are like, oh, you got left at the train station. I'm like, dude, if this is going much higher, it's going a lot higher. No rush. AEM, because I think when the best time to buy this stuff is when they do QE, right? They will. That's like what they always do. They always, again, market crushes out, VIX spikes, participants get blown out, everybody gets sell out, and that's the thing. They throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? And that will be the miners. Again, from what levels we don't know. Then I'll step in and that buy will be simple. Have no pullback at that point. Because right now I feel like I'm chasing, right? Ooh, Newmont. I didn't notice that today. Cool. Channel high. If it goes, it goes. Good. Congrats. I mean, again, for the bulls I'm a perma bull. Not perma bull. I'm a long-term, extremely long-term bullish metals and miners and inflation. Talked about this. After a tech cycle, what you need to build it out, you're going to need commodities, you need infrastructure, all that stuff. So PAAS, holding up pretty well. All right, let's get into it. Because again, people chase semis just like they chased them in the 2000s and don't realize that commodities led afterwards. Taiwan semi, good luck. Watching the 20-day, the top is in. And I get a lot of people going, oh, I want to do that. Okay, you do what you got to do. Micron, it's been a big run. Be careful. AMZN, talked about this being a piece. Look where it held. So far, so good. But the top is in. Good luck chasing. Don't do it. Again, unless hyperinflation comes and everything just goes crazy, which again, that's possible. I don't trust these names. NVIDIA breaks 20-day, curving down. SMCI, head and shoulders top, right? Looking like it, left shoulder, right shoulder, 20-day curling down. Intellectual property, not so intelligent right now. I said, well, if it gaps below the 200-day and we just continue to go, uh-oh. I mean, they're laying off people. They're shutting down foundries. Like, what's going on here? I thought chips were incredible. I thought the semis were unstoppable. Okay, that's why to me the semis are the best short. Here you go. Look at this. This is the top. It's just, it's not just an epic meltdown. Well, it will at some point, in my opinion. So, again, use your references. If we're wrong, but have references. Adobe, making new lows after gaps. Apple. I mean, this fruit is just like ripe for a smash. Smash the like button. Look. But it fails, it fails. Amazon holding up pretty damn well. Right in the channel lightning. Said just be careful with that one. Meta said you got to really get below 484 to really, this area to really trust a down move. Okay, keep an eye on that because it looks like yesterday, you have a multi-day range. You can go with it if it goes above it, and if it fails there, it's a great short reference. CRM drops yesterday, hits the 20-day. Guggenheim. Googie. Look at this. Breaks out and chopping around. Talk about confusion. Good luck. I have no freaking clue. Microsoft, no clue near term. Chopping around. A lot of these names. Like, just go with it. If they break out, going higher. If they break down, going lower. Like, you've got clear sailing and references. NDAQ, we talked about hitting the upper range bound, backing off, holding the 20-day. MicroStrategy, we've said, like, it looked like it was due to consolidate. What's another name for Pirate's Treasure? The booty. And look at this, right? Nice big up move. Now it needs to consolidate. We said if it can't get over the 1700 level, Rutro, Raggy, again, Scooby-Doo, where you at? I wouldn't be surprised if we came right back down to this 1250 area. And again, Bitcoin, I don't know. Near term. Netflix holding up pretty well. Man, no, not a Netflix and spill. Roblox, chopping around. Pan W. Again, I like this long term. Pelosi's betting on cyber security crimes and all that crap. You know she's going to be right. I think just the easy spot would be on again, when the market just bleh. We're watching for that 240 BAP zone. Tesla, automated taxis coming. Cool. Well, there goes all the Uber drivers and Lyft. Maybe that's the short right there. Or maybe Uber just hires Teslas to have all their drivers. I don't know. Who knows? Riding the channel lows. Airbnb, right? Gets below the 20-day, curling down, looks bearish. Costco gaps down on earnings. Can't get anywhere. 20-day curling down. Starbucks, I supported them by getting a coffee before this. And look, timber. I mean, we talked about when it broke the channel. This is like Apple, just waiting and biting the time. And this, excuse me, did I just fart with my mouth? Yes, I did. FedEx talked about it gapping up on earnings, and then it's just like nothing. Now it's getting back into the support in the 260s. Keep an eye on it. Caterpillar on fire. Hadouken holding up pretty well, but you do have a 2-day range. There were sellers up here. Nucor, again, I like materials, love materials long term. Chopping around at the highs. Letter X, not getting bought by Nippon, but I think there's bidders there below. VALE, global growth name, like, ugh. Making new lows. Yikes. Arrow holding up. Copper. Talked about it getting over 19 range. It had potential to get up and to fill the gap. So far, the gap is looking like resistance. Again, know your levels. That's why you watch these videos. CCJ gets the Goldman upgrade this week. Now you've got a 3-day range. And you really got to get over 51. Or this could just be a big choppy choppy zone. Sloppy Joe zone. CF chopping around. Mosaic chopping around. Again, I like ag long term because, again, got to eat. But I just don't trust these names. Near term. Aaron. Talked about getting up here and popping. Again, I like aluminum long term. Just, again, I'd rather be late than early. Because once the fund flows come in and tech is lagging, people are just going to jump and heads over feet into stuff. XLF holding the 20-day. Again, I like this short too. But keep in mind, earnings for banks start next week on Friday. You got BlackRock, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citigroup. We'll see. JP Mo holding the 20-day. Morgan Stanley Morgan, Stanley Steamer, Stanley Black & Decker, chopping around here in the 92s. Bank of America. Watch it hitting the 20-day. Goldman Sachs. We don't mind all my stupid names for these stocks. We say them every day for hundreds of days in a row. Goldman Schlaps. Like, remember Honey Smacks with the frog? Goldman Schmacks. 20-day. Watching that. KRE. I mean, we talked about junior banks looking like shiitake mushrooms. Like, I mean, zoom out. You're like, oh, they look all right. And you're like, oh, never mind. Below the 20-day. Even though it was a green day. Not doing it well. And XBI, here you go. Junior Bio is like a name of a risk on. Talked about it pulling back. Yeah. 100-day bounce. Things that you would think would be ripping if the markets are strong. All right, let's get it. Last but not least, solar and oil and gas. Solar, trash. Sedge. Nothing. I mean, these names are dead. And again, I think they're biding time before they go lower. ENPH. Hits the 200-day, backs off. Now it's stuck and wedged between the 100 and 200-day. I mean, this thing is amazingly set up for a go with. And my guess is going to be a go with. Lower for solar. Well, we talk about it loving to chop at the highs. Double topping, topping. Again, watch the levels. Watch the 175 to 180. HYG. Again, you've got to be high out of your mind. It's Friday. Well, you better be careful. buying corporate debt, in my opinion. Watch the 100-day. I wouldn't touch that with 10-foot pole. Oil, again, got to be killing the Feds, holding up pretty damn well. Oopsies, right? UNG, again, I don't like the UNG as a product. Just watching as a proxy. I mean, I don't think it has much downside, but it can decay. KOLD, if you want to play the decay game in your favor, short this monkey. Any pop. Major pop. Sorry, not any. Zoom out. It's a decaying based. Crikey. Yeah, exactly. XOP holding up pretty damn well. Right? Up into the next resistance zone. Zoom in, zoom out, right? Always start from a distance. Filling the gap is potentially going to happen here. Like the 163, 164. Exxon Mobil. Is this a breakout? Is this a breakout? Keep an eye on it. I mean, got to get away from the 120 area, right? CVE. We talked about this one again. I'm going to give Jay Souls credit for this one every time because he said keep an eye on it. Look at that. Whale broke the channel. Got stuck here, and then ow! Continues higher. Valero, again, this has got to be killing the Fed. The gasoline names are just cranking higher. NPC, cranking higher. Right? Occidental, here we go. Buffett. You got Buffett's like, man, I mean, Buffett's drinking a Coke, eating a ding dong, and sipping on a Coke on ice, like maybe eating some ice cream with Biden, and yeah, he's like, hell yeah, take out my levels, and then we'll see what happens. EQT, I don't know, I'm just trying to be stupid. Holding up pretty well. Again, I like natural gas a lot longer term because they're gonna, it's so abundant. Last but not least, EQT. So yeah, chopping around. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I love you guys. Thank you for all the generous support, generous donations. Generous. Any way I can help you, use the Calendly link. Hit me up if you're watching NC State this weekend. Drop a dime, drop a comment. Hopefully they beat Purdue. Again, if they don't, cool. They've been on a magical run. If you have any thoughts, let me know. I will be back on Tuesday, hopefully sticking around till Monday. If you're in Vegas this weekend and you want to meet up, don't hesitate to give me a ring. Leave a comment below if we're around. I love meeting people. Again, if you're hanging out and you have questions, thoughts, concerns, be around. Be available. Say hello. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great weekend. Peace.